Alright, so we're heading out of Petticoat Junction campground this morning. Very nice. Again, highly recommend if you're in this area. We have a very foggy morning. We're sitting below it right now, though, being in this canyon. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that bright white sheet above my head is basically a big fog. So it is about 7:15. And breakfast is about mile 6, hopefully, because we kind of horked ourselves last night with dinner. We kind of sat around and got to the point where it's like, all right, we're kind of waiting to get hungry again, and then everything was closed. So last night's dinner was power bars, and made some hot tea, and Hart had a block of cheese that he bought in wine country on the way out, so in Ohio there. So but anyways, we survived, not a big deal, but won't want to do that too many days in a row. So anyways, we're like I say, today's 50 miles, and kind of the opposite of yesterday. We're riding about 30 miles on the trail, and then we are 20 miles at the end climbing hills. And the first climb coming out of this canyon is massive, at least for me anyways. I guess it's all in perspective, but we'll have about 3,000 feet of climbing today, and most of it I think is in that first hill. So it's like 4 or 5 miles straight of just uphill. So that'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. Probably take some Advil at breakfast to try to get through that a little bit, a little less painful. So, but yeah, first goal, get this 5 or 6 miles in and get some calories in us. So again, it's a beautiful morning. It's going to be another beautiful day. Woo! That was close. I do believe I got that on camera. Hey, that's a plus, man. You saved it.
Don't quite have the turning agility.
Yeah. Put the weight on all the stuff on the bike, and things become a little bit more like driving a boat than riding a bike. Yeah, this is, again, just a beautiful section of the trail. So, a little ice cream shop back there, but it was closed by the time we got ready last night, so it would have been
Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah, open Wednesday through Sunday according to Google. So it's looked like a nice place. River is down, even though we got some rain last night. It was pretty, I don't know, when you're in a tent, it always seems like a hard rain, so hard to say, but definitely could tell the river was down this morning from the campsite than it was when we got there yesterday. So that's good. Heading in the right direction. So this is going to be our breakfast stop this morning. They're supposed to have a little diner here. It's not just a gas station, I believe. So they open at 8, so we're about 10 minutes early, which is great. Means we get maybe the first table. Nice little apple tree here. Apples aren't, there's a bunch, we saw a bunch of apple trees at the campgrounds, but they're not quite ready yet. So, and then probably not a good sign that there's a porta-john just down the trail from the breakfast stop. But we're pretty hungry at this point, so we're gonna risk it. So we just left breakfast. Breakfast was really good. Second day in a row of a bagel sandwich with ham, egg, and cheese, and everything was really fresh. So that was the Slate Run, I don't know, convenience store or something like that. It's like a tackle shop, and there was all kinds of weird candy stuff in there I'd never seen in other places and stuff. So, but it was interesting. Very good. Service was awesome. So nice and quick. I had that, had a hot chocolate. Art had the same thing, except we had a coffee. So we did pick up some extra food. Got some beef jerky from there and some cheese crackers and such. So just to make sure we're, don't run into more problems. But with getting food. But I think that was really literally a Sunday night thing where most things close early. So, but left the jacket on because it's still pretty chilly. Which again, we're super happy about being in August and it's nice and cool. So looking forward to a couple more miles and probably getting the jacket off as the sun comes through a little bit. But right now we're kind of in this tree tunnel. It's like Waterville Hotel. There off to the left. Nice place. Seeing people highlight that in their YouTube videos of this route. And pretty nice. It's clear. And across this pretty cool bridge here. Wow, the water is just still absolutely rushing. The other direction from the last one we had on the video here. No diving, no fishing. Bureau of Forestry. Oh, view is outstanding. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a tree partially down up here. All right, we can get under it. That's good. Safety first. Just clip out, take it slow. Make sure you keep your head down. Watch out for limbs on the other side. And easy peasy. Get out of the trees, and this is what you get. Just something about these old barns sitting in the hillsides. Just man, they're all really well taken care of here too. You can tell they've just been there forever. I'm sure there is. I mean, why wouldn't you build a tunnel through these? How long could that take? I think this is our third one of these train trestles here that they've redone. Might sound a little bit like a broken record, but boy, they've done a really nice job with everything on this trail. So we're within about a mile or two of the end of the trail. This thing's become a little more populated. But if you're coming out only to do this trail, 2-3 days, take your time. It is beautiful, well maintained. I can't imagine that would be a bad experience for you. This is Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania. We're entering into. We're gonna grab some lunch and then we're gonna double back a little bit to continue on the pants route. Again, we've had a nice trailhead here. Looks like there's lots of parking down here. Every town has a caboose, basically. It's pretty true with almost all rail trails. I mean, they're cool. As long as you keep them up, they're pretty cool. So, it reminds you of the history. They didn't build those things just for bicyclists. They tore some stuff up and laid down some fine gravel. So, which I'm certainly appreciative of. But to think of all the work that went into originally to put the trains on there is pretty amazing. Just a lot of work to build this country. So, pretty awesome. Again, this bike path here in town which I assume is probably part of the town's path, not the forestry part, but it is also in great shape so far. There it is, Shore Diner, up there on the left. See if we can get across the road here without getting run over. Kick it into the high gear. All right. We grabbed a table next to the front window, so Hart moved our bikes where we could keep an eye on them. Lunch was good, the fries were especially good. Then we were back on the road, headed out for several days of climbing hills. next section. That was about 600 feet.
Elevation?
Yeah, change.
Like
400 feet of climbing. All right, and we got another.
For some reason my climb stream went away. It goes away when we stop.
Got another about 1,200 feet climbing. So sections. I'm gonna do everything I can not to walk. All right, some reasonable road ahead. Outstanding. Been climbing hills for about 46 minutes, so no idea mileage-wise. Probably about 1.5 miles at this point. Been doing between 2 and 4 miles an hour, so somewhere in that neighborhood. Got about 5 or 6 goldfinches up here in front of us. Hopping along the road, up into the bushes and back down. I think they're cheering us on. It's like a crowd at the Tour de France going up a big hill.
God, none of them have flares.
Yeah, no flags, no flares, no colors to throw in front of our faces. Whew, a little bit of headwind, which is nice to have versus it's could have very easily been a 90+ degree day, middle of August. Very happy that that's not the case. It's been great weather. Counting my blessings. Whew. So these hills we've been on are anywhere between 3 and 4% climb to 11 and 12% climb in the super steep stuff. So lady stopped us there and asked her something. Probably, are you mentally fit for this? Are you mentally insane? Possibly. Do you have any idea where you're going? Maybe another possible question. But there were no surprises. We knew this was coming, so that's good. Would not want to do this without having thought about it for a day or so. But this is, again, roads are in great shape. Super pretty out here. Fully wooded, so you know, even if it was hot, you'd have some shade. But if it was hot, it was probably humid. It'd be hard to run from that. All right, so we're gonna play a little game. Did the nice lady in the car that stopped and asked her a question ask him, A, are you mentally stable? B, do you know where you're going? C, you know it's easier to ride down the hill than up? Or D, hey baby, are you busy for dinner? What did she stop and ask you?
No, she told me there was a big stick in the road up ahead to be careful.
Ah.
The big stick was not there, so I'm pretty sure it was a big snake.
Oh, even better.
That's what I'm going to tell myself.
All right. So it was none of the above. Option E. But at least she's looking out for him. That was good. You notice she didn't stop and ask me anything. She just kept on riding, so.
She can't go to dinner with both of us.
Right, that's a good point. Riding has gotten a little easier, or we've gotten a little more used to it, one or the other. Whew. Elevation 1,720 feet, 1,524 feet of climbing. We're downhill and then back up here in a little bit. It's possible that that was the big stick in the road that was being referred to back there. Quite possible. But this story will evolve into it was a big snake that we missed, I'm sure. All right, more back downhill. Really hope we don't have to gain all that back. Oh, that was a little rough. Here we go again. Mile 48 and a half, and gets 54 miles after we added a little mileage in going into town for lunch, so about 5.5 left. All right, I think we got about a half mile left to climb. We're ticking away at it. 3 or 4 mile an hour. If I can maintain that, it'd be perfect. Hopefully the worst is over on the grade. There were some pretty steep parts back there. Eight, 9, 10%ers. I think this is it. This is the final little climb. We've gone the whole way today. We're at mile 50. Got a couple miles to go, but I think it's gonna be rollers, hopefully. I don't think there's any major climbs left. The mountains have seemed to disappear up here. Buzzards are over here waiting for us to keel over. Not today, Mr. Buzzard, not today. A little stretch of road behind us, be a pretty nice ride on a regular day. Amish farm here on the left. Got their drying tobacco, maybe. One of the really nice things about riding in Amish country is that the people who are driving cars in this area, from this area, are used to watching out for slow moving vehicles. So they're a little more patient and a little more aware of things on the roads. So campground for the night. Tables are pretty covered with stuff, kind of drying out from the rain last night and just getting organized. So, but pretty nice place. I think it was about 30 bucks. Can't remember the name of the campground.
Holiday Pines.
It was Holiday Pines. So, yeah, today ended up being about 55 miles and about 2,300 feet of climbing. So it was a little less than what I thought it was, but I'm glad because it was plenty. So tomorrow's another day, and about another 55 miles, I believe. A little more climbing all day long, so it'll be interesting to see how the legs respond. So day 2 is complete.